Welcome back to Doomworld, you beautiful people. This episode is going to be slightly different, but pretty much the same. Only change is we went after a Mechanoid destroyer in the last episode. We managed to take it down. For some reason, there's a bit of a bug when it comes to fighting them. Not a massive issue, but we've landed on this map tile, and it is full of a crazy amount of resources. So just mine steel there alone is a very, very nice amount. And we've also got components. We're going to be able to pick up a bunch of... Oh no, that's slate, that's rubbish. A bunch of granite blocks, which we want as well. And load the ship up nice and quick. Oh yeah, we got metal slag. Not that much, but it all helps. So we got everyone here, sorry. Just trying to stumble on my words. Not stumble on my words, so that's what I'm looking for. Not stumbling on my words. So we got everyone here, other than the big bad wolf, who's back at the base, doing whatever wolf does, I'm not too sure. He's not super useful. He's our main cook, but he's got a cooking of 3.8, so every time he cooks, you run in the risk of major food poisoning. Soon, hopefully, that will sort stuff out. I do believe we got some skill trainers. I don't think we got anything in cooking, though, unfortunately. So, yeah, we got some plants, we got some crafting, we got some construction, and we got some shooting. Actually, what is your shooting like, Wolf? Your shooting sucks. Take one of these, mate, in the meantime. Learn to shoot. Cool. And new storerooms here. Then obviously we got the drop points where everything gets dropped off. And we got the new processor units here. Even though they're going to be using these ones over here at the moment, those ones are there for when we need them. And that's pretty much the start of the episode. Yeah, a lot going on, but not a massive amount at the same time. Toodles. Running into the slight problem that our guys are not happy with all of this mining. It's not the mining that they're bothered about, but it is just because I have neglected to give them any of their basic necessities. So let's put a couple tables in here. We got a horseshoe pin, and let's put down some chairs. The rest of it, they are just going to be outside, because in the time that we are spending to set the base up for them, that is time they could be mining and then getting out of here, because we still need to strip everything down, which is not going to be a small task, that is for sure. And a good problem that we have is the store zones are not big enough, so they've got to be expanded out to there. And happy days. The Mechanoids will now be here in 18 hours, so with that I think it is time that we make a move. I would like to stay to fight the Mechanoids, but we do risk possibly losing the ship or other things going wrong, and we're just going to take everything and get out of here. Or maybe not. Okay, we're going to have to do this in a couple trips. So we are going to leave pretty much everyone behind other than cargo and try to take as much of this steel as we can. Okay, we can take all of that. Take all of these components. We'll leave the food. A decent amount of uranium and plasteel, nothing too much. And how many of those granite blocks can we take? Cool, we'll go 2 less on that. And we need to get to the rest of that in a little bit. And this should get loaded up fairly quickly just because everyone is so close by. So as you can see, they just pick it up and then run in between the two places. Once it starts getting onto the chunks and that, it might take a little bit longer. But this is one of the only drawbacks of like deep storage, because they can only have one pawn like loot in one place at a time. And the black goblins will be raiding in 12 hours. So we know it takes an hour to get in between the two bases, which means that hopefully we can get this loaded up, get back to the base, fly back, pick everyone else up, then get back to the base and then defend it. The black goblins aren't too much of a threat. Obviously you don't take them seriously, we'll run into a whole bunch of trouble. And maybe they siege, maybe they take a while to prepare, but the more time we have, the easier it's going to be. The ship is now starting to feel nice and quick. Okay, ship's ready. Let's launch. And back to the base. So it's now 9 o'clock. That's done. We'll get cargo back in, and then we're going to go yeah, we'll get cargo back in, and then we are going to go back, leave one person back at the base, well, at the place that we're raiding. Cargo, where you going, mate? Okay, maybe not. Cancel load, we're sending Wolf. Cancel load, load group. Wolf, mate, time to shine. Come on. Okay, they're using sappers. We might have just undone ourselves. Because then the Mechanoids are going to come into here anyway. Are we in trouble? Yeah, we're in trouble. Only cargo is here. So she's the only one that can hold the line, and she is not in a good mood. And once all the others come back, they're probably going to have mental breaks as well. But they are going quite slowly. So is the ship, though. And we've got another landed destroyer. Fairly close by. Okay, cool. A rock and a hard place. And then we've also got the Mechanoids coming in. Cargo, have you slept yet? No. Because I don't want to go send cargo out just yet. Because if she goes out and she has a mental break, then we are no better off. Oh, these sappers are doing wonders on these walls. There's only 25 of them as well. So it's meant to be 500% threat scaling, which means we should be fighting a lot of things. Transport pods have arrived. Wolf, you're off that. You guys, if there's 25, I reckon I'll just take half. Leave the other 4. Maybe not. I think I'm going to take the good guys, and then we leave those 5 weaker ones. And the Mechanoids arrive in 4 hours. Cool. This is going to go super wrong, super quick, and I am looking forward to it. And we're going to get so much from this. It's going to be insane. So luckily we did get sappers, because if anyone else had shown up and done basically what anyone else would have done, they would have just gone la 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 la, and we would have been dead. Okay, medical emergency, Schwain. No, Schwain's dead. So yeah, he starved to death. Yeah, reasonable. We kind of did just leave him be. Vincent and Owen decided to run that way for some reason. Cool. Just create a gun line, shoot them in the face. Oh, how are you doing? No. Anyone that basically says body purist, you know they're going to be garbage. Cool. Going through there, we'll take their shields. You guys stay in this shield, so yeah, they can't use them. Come this way, take those down. You guys are with me. Okay, they're all dealt with. Let's load back up and let's get back out of here. We'll leave cargo behind. Cargo's in a bad mood. Accept. Okay, and yeah, if I just take you guys off draft, you might actually be able to do what I want you to do. Fantastic. Well played, Konzi. Well played. Get in. Okay. Cool, we got a 12-hour warning for digital mech hive kilo. I'm not sure if they're coming to this base or to the other one. But okay, that'll do. We're not waiting any longer. We got to get back to here to defend the guys. And in the meantime, let's get all of this stuff and put on hold urgently. Hopefully they'll start processing through all of this. Nice, nice, nice. World map, zoom in. 17 hours until enemies arrive. Okay, well it's looking like we might actually just be able to get straight back out of here. So let's just get to loading up, and then if we're out of the way, we're out of the way, I guess. It's just a matter of loading now, but we can do this super quick. So I think like chunks and corpses and all those things count as individual items, which I guess they must because they're not stacked. And we've only got a couple left to fill, it looks like. Well, actually, it's probably got quite a lot. But that is a whole bunch of granite we're going to have. So we're going to be able to go in with all this extra steel, all this extra granite. We're going to be able to go in and basically reinforce like almost all of the walls in the base. That is going to be awesome. Cool, ready to go. Let's launch. Digital response Mechaniod Kilo, they're attacking immediately. Oh no. What is it? Goliaths are useless. Oh no, these ones are alright. They're basically just bigger, badder centipedes. They do have a bunch of inquisitors with them. And what we got down here, we've got a bunch of angels. Well, auras. Knights might be a little bit more fun just because of their shields are a little bit harder to take down. So you guys, we're going to go up, take off 3 times speed. Overwhelming firepower takes them down pretty nicely. Yeah, the Inquisitors are down. And that is basically the backbone of this force taken out. Squint. Can you get an angle? Okay, let's try something else. Yeah, buddy. Almost like I played this game before. Right. And one Inquisitor somehow survived that. That's cool. Normally they explode upon death. We go across here. They're going to run into a gun line. They haven't really got much support. Heavy support's in the back. That is fine. Who's got 1 condition? Steinberg's got 2. Yeah, they're just going to get absolutely nuked coming in here. We've got 17 and the 15 shooting, which is why we're doing a lot better, as our guys can actually shoot stuff now, which makes a way bigger difference than what I thought. And enemy reinforcements will arrive in 6 hours, so there's going to be another raid coming off the back of this one. Fine. That means more Mechanoids for us to break down. Transport pod should be back at the base soon. You guys get back to doing what you're doing. We're going to allow all, and let's get all of these corpses into some storage. Okay, and this is what it looks like when the dropship drops or lands. I guess it'll be lands at this point. Yeah, just a whole bunch of mess. That's why we wanted the rooms on the outside. So as it goes in and disperses all of its cargo, it will get put into places where they can be processed through a little bit quicker. And now we need to go again. I think we'll send Wolf this time. Wolf's he's a good pilot because he's useless, basically. Which I guess isn't really a good thing to say. So, you're our worst colonist, so we're going to give you the single most expensive and important piece of kit that we have. Because that's what we trust you with? No, it doesn't work that way, but in Rimworld, apparently it does. 3 hours until the Mechanoids arrive. Let's see if we can get everything onto the ship and possibly out of here before then. The chances of doing that is very, very slim. But if it does, that's cool. That means we get to avoid the fight. If not, it means that we get to fight some more Mechanoids. More Mechanoids means more components, more plasteel, and more other good stuff like that. And these, you have to manually shoot them to take them out, and that is just not worth it. You can't deconstruct them, you can't claim them. Digital response Mechaniod Kilo. Several separate drop pods. Jump to location. Where? Okay, not there apparently. I don't think it's at the base. No. Odd. The timing must have been off when they attacked that first time around. And just get everyone and board this dropship. Let's go. Wolf, mate. You need to go in. And I think that should be everyone. Yeah, there used to be a little bug where you could... Oh, we're going to leave all the package survival meals as well. Not a problem. I can survive without that. You used to just be able to go and click it, and then it would highlight all of the people, but that's not happening. Let's take a punt. We lost some survival meals, but at the cost of like 15,000 steel. I think that is worth a trade. Oh, and we got some sheep. Amazing. That's what we needed right now. With those sheep, you know, we're going to be unstoppable. And here is the mess of a base that we now have. How are the frames holding? Yeah, still holding at 60 frames. Oh, up to 63, fancy. I really need a new graphics card at some point. Only issue we're running into here is because of this being a runway and we've got the common sense mod, every time people go through they make dirt, so flow is running around and then tidying up and then going back. So it's just not making it quite as efficient as it could be. Not the end of the world, but when we're starting to process this much stuff we need a little bit more efficiency, and I think we need to get the tables and reinstall them into the back here and then move everything down. So there's just going to be a run array through this middle bit here. And then Mech Hive Kilo, the Mechanoid ship has landed nearby. Okay, that must be on the other world tile, which is a shame. Like if that had happened when we're there, that would have been amazing because then we could have fought it. That means more stuff for us. Processing through this, I wouldn't say fairly quickly, but we are going through it. And I think there is unfortunately where I need to bring the episode to the end. It's a shorter one today, but we managed to get a whole bunch done. Does the dropship work? Yes, it works very well. Do we need something bigger or do we need two of them? Most likely. We can't quite do the map in one trip. We're going to need a couple of them or something bigger. And do you know what is bigger than the dropship? It's this thing. Would have been so much cooler if I had this planned out. The Genesis. So we might get the Genesis afterwards. And we can basically put unlimited stuff in it. And with that, we can just basically do the whole map tile. This will need to be extended a little bit, and then that'll be sweet. So thank you very much for watching Doomworld. I've been Konzi. I look forward to catching you guys on the next one.